Vipassana retreat. Today I'll share with you why I walked out of the Vipassana retreat. More about that right after the intro. Welcome to the Day 1 journey, where I share with you my journey towards understanding who I am, knowing myself, so I can be myself, so I can be true to myself. Episode 581. Ching, yeah. So what about you? When was the last time you walked away from something? Well, if you saw the last episode, I shared with you that the last time I walked away from something was during the Vipassana retreat. I left the temple. During the last 3 days, the last 3 super intense days where we had zero sleep, I left the temple. It was after the second night without sleep. And then I decided to leave the temple. But my intention was to come back. And I did. But still, I want to be honest with you, but more than that, I want to be honest with myself and acknowledge that I broke the rules. And in my opinion, this specific rule was the biggest rule. I left the temple. And as I shared with you in the last episode, in the last 3 days, we did determination and we weren't even allowed to leave our room. And I left the temple. But I had my reasons or excuses. I will let you decide. I will let you be the judge. I'll just share with you the story. So after the second night of no sleep, in the morning, to be honest, I started freaking out. And this is, I don't remember myself freaking out like that. And I think I already shared that with you in previous episodes. I overdosed on caffeine and sugar. And that resulted in me being in a state where I was super tired. I felt my body tired. But I wanted to jump, I wanted to run, I wanted to do stuff. I was just hyper on another level. And I was sort of stuck in my room. I need to stay there, not just staying there. I needed to meditate. This was the plan. These were the instructions. I was in my room trying to meditate, but too much caffeine in my body. And on the other side, I'm super tired. I didn't sleep for more than 48 hours. And I was just freaking out. And I was super hungry. And they brought the food for breakfast and then for lunch very early in the morning. And I just shoved the food into my body, like just swallowing. And then I remember that there's a certain gate just outside the area of our bungalows, and I checked it out from the window, and I figured out a way to go out from the temple through that gate without anyone noticing. I did that. I just wanted to get out of the room, release some energy, and also consume more food, because I thought maybe more food will, I don't know, get me to become a little bit more calm. Tried to do that, went out of the temple, broke the rules, broke this specific rule. I ate, I ran a little bit outside. It was very weird. Extremely weird experience. Like, I'm feeling tired, but I want to run. So I ran. Maybe it was one of the reasons I got injured on the third night, a few hours afterwards. But this is what I want to share with you in this episode. So back to you. Ask yourself today, give yourself a few minutes today, and remind yourself the last time you walked away from something. And ask yourself, did you really want to walk away, or did you plan to come back? Give yourself a few minutes today. Think about it. And of course, have an amazing day one. See you tomorrow.